Good evening, everyone. Welcome to an early edition of Eagles Chat. I'm sorry that the fact is I've come on a bit early, but means must. Let's just say that means must. And I know there's been. What's that? Okay. I'm just going. It's okay. No. Give me a sec here. Katie's hoping to come on at some point. We're hoping to get Katie Pete to come on at some point over the next bit. So let's see if we can get Katie to come on. And a sec here. You know when you're trying to do something here. There we go. But nothing to worry about there, I suppose. Good evening, everyone, and hope you are well. Yeah, there's been a bit of an announcement today, which has shook a lot of people and upset a lot of people. And yeah, my personal conditions is I've not got a ticket, so I'm going to come up, but I'm going to see if I can watch it Premier Sports somewhere and then come down and join in with the fun before the game and after the game. But I'm not going to be able to go into the stadium because I've not got a ticket. So I just went to buy them online today and it wasn't available. And then the announcement came today that about Sheffield Eagles having a reduced capacity. This is like 4 or 5 days before the event as well. So it must have been a heart-wrenching decision by Mark, all the people in the office, and how hard it must have been for them to announce it is just beyond what we could even think of. I can't understand. We can totally understand what's happening. But it seems as though just when we think, and I don't know about you guys, but I know we were going to be teething troubles, and yes, I knew it's something like that. But we've gone with now. It's like there's 750 people going to be in, and not this apparently there's going to be nobody allowed to stand. I think. Well, that's what can ting and tail. Everyone that's got a ticket can, with the reduced capacity, they can do it. But where is it? Are they allowed to stand? Are they allowed to have a seat? Or what? Is only going to be 750 people in this event? Or is this, well, was not that, was the event on last Sunday not, but did it bring a good crowd in or something so they could really do a full trial or something like that? Who knows? We're just clutching at straws. There's been nothing said, but I'm a bit disappointed. I should have got my ticket early. It's my own fault. But at the same time, I'll still be up in Sheffield. I'll still be there. I'll still be hanging about the place and things. So it cannot be helped. It's not fault of the Eagles. It's not fault. It's people that said they can't have it at full capacity. We can't have the team. Can't have this stadium at full capacity just yet. We'll look forward to that day if and when it happens. Yeah, 5 days. I mean, I'm not wasting my hotel room. I'm not wasting that. I'm still going to pop up with Sheffield and see folks. It's just the thing that the things that's going in place. But we'll see. It'd be great. If anybody wants to take this into the stadium, please let me know. I want this in the stadium. I want this and things. Hold on a sec. So sorry about that. It is what it is. There's nothing that we can do about it. There's nothing that we can say that this is the reason why I put all of it. But it is a shame the fact that we can't have that stadium going. It's just how many tickets have Widnes sold? How many Widnes are going to be there? How many from Widnes are going to be coming over the Pennines and watching the game on the Monday evening? Has that been taken into account? How many they've sold? It just depends on lots of things or what's happening on Monday night. All right, so my wife's here with me for. So excuse me a second here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no points. Anyway, so we'll not do away with all the negative things. We'll go back with the positives. We're back. It's simple as that. Sheffield Eagles are home. we're gonna have the Eagles back in Sheffield, which is the main thing, which is number one reason for everything. It's number one for everybody to concern with the club, every supporter, everything that's done. Yes, okay, it's a reduced capacity for this Monday, but it'll be maybe be full capacity for the next game, the next and the next one, and the next one, the next one, like that. It is a future build thing. It is like that. Yep, I will be there at some point. I will be there to christen the stadium, but we'll see exactly when. But like I said before, if anybody wants to take this into the stadium, please, please, please let me know. I want this flag on TV on Monday. I want this flag to be seen by everybody at home on Monday with this flag. This flag needs to be in that stadium on Monday because it's welcome home. It's the welcome home to the Eagles and everything. So I can't. I'd love to be there, but obviously, if I haven't got a ticket, I can't be. So there's going to be apparently there's a place on the hill that people will be watching it from. So there's quite a few people will be all watching it from up there, which will be funny, especially when we see all the folks and everything that we know. But I know it must be frustrating. It must be heartbreaking for everybody concerned in the office and in the club and everything like that. But make the best of it what you can. If you're one of the fortunate ones that are going, you've got your ticket, you've got your season ticket, you've got your seat, then go. Get yourself there. Make that place rock. That is the thing you need to do. You need to make that rock. You need to make that place rock totally. Right, give me a sec here. I can't see Chapman. Evening, Zach. Hope you're well. If you want to join in the club, if you want to come on and join in, please, please do. I will put the link here. There we go. There we go. If you want to come on, please, please do so. You are more than welcome to come on the show. It is very nice if you would like to. I would love the company and just telling us about how it feels for you for next week. And if anybody can hear my dog, I do apologize. But my dog's barking away. But all in all, it's an exciting time. Eagles are back, and that's the way it's going to be, and that's the way it should be. We're back home, and that's the way that we should be. So good luck to everybody that's going to be there Monday. I'll be there. You'll see me about. You see me about. Now, what Eagles shirt? Who knows? What Eagles shirt will I be wearing? I don't know yet. I still haven't picked it out. So I'll still be wearing one. But it just depends on which one. This is my latest one. I found this on eBay. I got this at a great price and everything. So I'm happy. I'm happy to get this one. It's got the Challenge Cup. It's got the grand final sticker on it and everything. So I'm happy at that. The 2012 final. So Macron's jerseys. I'm sorry, my steering wheel's in my way. I do apologize. I should have shifted this. I do apologize. Sorry about that. But hold on, give us a second. Let's get this moving. I can move this. Give me 1 second here. Right. Here we go. That should be better. There we go. See more. What's that say? Right. Okay. Right. Daniel Burt. He says it's the beginning of something special for the club. The Eagles are home. It may not be the best ideal start, but it's a building process. I'm sure the club will be working endlessly behind the scenes to try and up the attendance. However, if it's not to be people, not to need to lose faith, we can build from here and get the OLP rocking week in, week out. I know, mate. But at the same time, people have coming down from Scotland. Some down the book, a couple of days off work. They're coming down from Scotland. They're coming out there. I mean, I booked my hotel room. I've got my train fare booked and everything. And then I was just going to get my ticket today and I can't get it. So it is what it is. It's exactly what it is. But at the same time, you've got to see it from both sides. It's 5 days before the event, 5. And this has happened. It's just heartbreaking. It's just absolutely heartbreaking. The fact that this has happened now. And I must admit, when I saw the club statement, when I said club statement, I went, oh no, they've not cancelled it. They've not shut the stadium again. I think that went through a lot of people's minds when we saw the statement. And it was a bit of a heartbreaker because when we saw, I just went, "Oh no, club statement, what?" So we knew it was something, and then all of a sudden we find out that it's reduced capacity. So it is what it is. Get Deano and no, Rich, no, I'm not putting. Listen, I'd rather come when the stadium's better. Well, I'd rather, Richard, I'd rather get in there, fine, and everything like that. It will be okay. Don't worry about it. It'll all be all right. I'm fine. I'm a grown man. I've missed matches before, but I'll miss matches again. I just want this in the stadium on Monday. I will be in Sheffield Monday. Don't get me wrong. I will be there. I will pass this to somebody that gets this in the stadium. This is the why I want in the stadium. I'm not bothered about me. I don't know anything like that. I just want this flag in the stadium for that game. This is all I'm asking. That flag has to be in on that day. It has to be. It has to welcome home the lads. It has to be welcome home to everybody there to be. That has got to be. Even if I put it on the gate outside, I'll put it on the gate outside. So that's the thing for me for Monday. This flag has to be there. It will be there. I'll just make sure it's outside the stadium. And then you'll know it's me. But it's like I said, everything was going great. We're all looking forward to it. And then this bombshell just drops. It wouldn't be Sheffield Eagles if it wouldn't be Sheffield Eagles without something like this, would it? It's always the same. But it is what it is. We can't help it. Everything will just let me pin that comment. So if anybody wants to join in, please do so. The link is there. It's the pinned comment on the page, and you can go in there and come along and say what you're thinking about next week and looking forward to it. Getting your free drink, whatever that drink may be. Who knows what it is? That's Tubby says. It could be anything. It could be Corporation Pop. It could be anything. But everything will be good. Everything will work out in the end. I know it will. It'll all be there in the end. I'm sure of it. My hopes and everything for the season. It's like I said, the description, what the hopes are for next week and the following weeks and the season and everything else like that. My expectations for the season have already gone over and above everything else that's happened because of the players have really, really gone out of their way and really performed above a level that people didn't expect. I didn't expect us to be such. I mean, Anthony Thacker is playing out of his skin. We can't say nothing about that. Thax has just been Thax as always, even at the age of 37. He's still putting it out there. We've got Joel now as vice captain. He's doing a thing. He's looking more and more better every single week, everything like that. I think the extra responsibility has helped. And it really, really seems. Oh, excuse me. It really seems to be doing the trick for Mr. Joel, Mr. Super Joel. Can't call him by his proper name. We've got all the things that's happening in the season. It's all building in place. Mark's doing a great job as usual. All the support staff behind the scenes are doing a great job. The physios, the conditioning, Jed Cochran, Keith Senior, all the other people that's helping Mark out. Amazing. We've got to say congratulations to Jed again for getting the job as Ireland coach and everything. We will be getting Jed on. We will be getting him on at some point over the next few weeks. He's going to be coming on and talking. I mean, I've even bought a jersey and he's on. So we'll get that sorted and everything that's coming on the show. Rest of the season looks absolutely fantastic. But look, it's got more things because of all the home games we've got. There's a lot of everybody's been playing their home games and everything. We've just been playing away. We've just had, apart from the 2 forced honors, we've been playing away games, which are fantastic. So everybody's been there. Everybody's been getting there. And we should be okay for the season. We've got to make the OLP a fortress. We've got to make it so good that now the fans will make it so good that everybody that comes in there will know that when they come in there, they're going to have a game of tough rugby league. That they know when they take on that pitch, they're going to take on all the lads that wear that Sheffield Eagles jersey and wear it with pride, and they know they're going to have the toughest game of rugby league they've ever had. Because now we've got to make Sheffield a fortress. It has to be, just like we did it at some stage with Don Valley. We've got to make it a fortress. We've got to make it ours. And that's with fans. Yeah. Right, okay. Okay. That's not okay. No worries. Right, no problemo. All right, yep, no problemo. That's done. That's done anyway. Anyway, so next week and everything, we should be fine, and we should get everything on, and we should be all having a good thing. Many thanks, by the way, to Richard that came on last night to talk about the Heritage Project, to Mark that came on Monday as well to talk about the situation. We have all these wonderful things tonight. Friday night, we will have Mr. Dan Fowler. He's coming on. He's coming on about the media, about that wonderful video he made. That has got to be one of the best videos ever made for Sheffield Eagles in his world. It is amazing to see it. So we're going to do that and get that sorted. Everything else is be falling into place. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. No matter what happens, everything like that, it's there. It'll be done. I've got faith in these, but I've got faith. I've got faith in this, lads. I've got faith in this team. I've got faith in everybody concerned with this team. We're going to rock it on Monday. We're going to rock it on everything like that. I'll have anything you need me. You can, I guarantee it. So I'll be all right anyway. But it'll all be good. It'll all be good. I'm on my own now. I've got the house to myself now for a week. My wife's going away tomorrow. She's going away to Tenerife for a week. So it's just me in this house. Yeah. So hold on a minute. I've got a message from Zachy. Let's see if he wants to come on. Let's see if old Zach Davis. Let's see if Mr. Davis wants to come on the show. And so, end of the day, it is what it is. That's what we've got to say. So I'm not going to discuss it anymore. It's all negative, bad things. We're looking forward to next week. Jason Bass is the picture on today. 5 days to go. So that means who's number 4? We haven't got a player that we're. Are we got a player that wears 4? Is that Ryan Dickinson? Is that Ryan? Ryan was number 4. And 3, 2, 1. Yeah. We've got them. James Bejan and Josh Gudek and all that. We've got them all. So it's going to be wonderful. I love watching all these countdowns. I think they're great. Easy. As somebody's coming in to help me out. He's Mr. Zach Davis. Look at him. He's here. Hey, what's up? He's got an Eagles jersey in the background here. What's up?
I'm here. Last minute joining. I'm shooting out very shortly. Mate, all right.
Yeah, come on then. What's it, Matt? I said this to everybody for this week. What does next Monday mean, and what the 9 years have done mean to you?
I cannot wait. It's going to be a defining moment for me following the Eagles, right up there with us going to Wembley for 1895 Cup. This is going to be the event. I just want to say, the statement that was released today.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It's a bad situation. None of us are happy about it. I
bet the office are less happy than we are.
Absolutely, and that's what I just wanted to jump on and say before I have to shoot off.
Yeah.
This is something that is being thrust upon the club, as I'm sure you can all appreciate.
Yeah.
Those people that work in that office, the Mark, and Tash, and everybody else, and Liam, who I know is left now, and whatever, have worked so hard and put all the legwork in for Monday, and this is just another obstacle that's been put in their way. And
couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, it's just another obstacle, and now I appreciate people aren't happy. I'm not happy. I mean,
yeah,
I'm there. I'm a season ticket holder anyway, so it makes no difference to me. But it's one of those situations.
Yeah, I think best way is we just got to sit back and see what happens, because Monday's still 5 days away.
Yeah,
we've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday itself. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's just sit back. I know what's been said. I'm not going to say it anymore. It's just basically just sit back and let's see what magic can be done. Let's see if we can get magic worked and everything at the same time with that. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. So that's the way we'll go with that one.
There's never a dull moment, is there?
Never a dull. No, I've got to say that. There's never been a dull moment ever.
I think you said it best when you spoke to Tubbs the other night. this is going to make a fantastic book.
It is. It is.
What a roller coaster of a club. Never mind from the start, but you go from the Sheffield Huddersfield Giants onwards. Write that book. The merger being sold down the river.
They've done pictures of Eagles. They've done a book about Eagles up to 1999. They did the Against All Odds was from like the first 10 years.
Yeah, I've got that one. Yeah,
that was done the first 10 years. Oh God, please don't look at them pictures. Oh God, there's some bad ones. The second book that was all illustrated, that was all the way up to 1999. That's been done. Yeah. It's just now. I would love it if somebody would just say, "Hey, we need to write a book from the September announcement in 99 of there's going to be a merger," when I was there in the middle of all of it, and I got told, and I went, "Hey, what?" And I got told it was the week of discontent, I called it, because I returned from PGL the week before. I turned up to do some work for the Erie Experience, greatest thing ever, on the Monday, and then by the Friday they announced that they merged. I knew there was something happening Tuesday, Wednesday, because John Keir and everybody was starting to talk about it. And then all of a sudden it said it had to be done by 30th of September 1999. That was the date the merger had to be signed. And that's when they get the extra 1.25 million from the RFL for merging. Hull FC and Gateshead Thunder, they emerged. So everybody says about Hull FC and all this. Yeah, they forget Hull FC merged and took over Gateshead Thunder. Yeah. So that's why Gateshead Thunder started again and now become Newcastle. So
rugby league is a sport followed by people with short minds.
Short
memories, 100%.
Yeah, they forget about all the times. I mean, it's like I said on Monday to Tubbs. He had 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks to get a team together. Yeah. We only got in because Bramley pulled out. And that was the reason. And then and all of a sudden, 3 weeks to get 17 players. And then all of a sudden, you got to train them to play again against Chorley. And I would just... That day will always live in memory for me, always. Because I was so happy that I to see the Eagles. Yeah, we're wearing Chorley kit, but end of the day, that's it.
Ah, well, that's just a technicality.
Yeah, but no. Anyway, have you sent in your name for this mascot? Have you sent your name in?
I have submitted a name. Yeah.
What name?
What did I?
I said Marvin and got slated in here on Monday. I was like, Marvin.
Was it Ernie?
Ernie.
It was something stupid along those lines.
Ernest or Ernie the Eagle. That's good.
Ernie the Eagle, which I quite like.
But I think every name under the sun has been with the letter E at the start has been said by everybody.
Yeah, because every other club, all their mascot, it's all alliteration. But
Ronnie the Rhino, Tony the Tiger. It just rolls off the tongue. But whatever it is, and whatever everybody sees on Monday, it's going to be fantastic. Because Tash has been working her backside up to the bone on this, so it's wonderful to see it. So it's going to be cool. So we'll all be fine. But I'll be up there this Monday. I might have to give you this. If I can't get in, I might have to give you this.
I'll come and grab it.
Definitely. Yeah. So that'll be seen anyway. But mate, you'll get yourself up because I know you got a busy night and everything like that.
Yeah, I've got a pub quiz to go and lose. So all be well. I shall see you after the weekend.
All right, man. You say I'll be up on Monday anyway. So even if it's before the game or after the game, whatever it is, everybody will see me anyway. No worries. But I'll be there. All right. No worries, mate. Take care, brother. Bye-bye, mate. Bye-bye. That's Zach. He's always a pleasure to have Zach on the show. Everything is all like that. So we always have that, and we have a laugh and a chat, chin, chain wags, and things like that. But this book, this era of the Eagles from 2000, late 99 to now, somebody somewhere has got to write this. It is an unbelievable journey. It is unbelievable what's happened. I defy any other rugby league club to have gone through what we've gone through. And that includes Bradford Bulls' fall from grace with their admin after administration after administration after administration and all the rest of it. No other rugby league team has gone through what we've gone through, what Mark's gone through, what Brian Aston, his dad's gone through, Angela Gregory in the early days, all these wonderful folks that did it. And they got the Eagles. Ian Annis worked tirelessly and everything like that. Everything was getting going. We got academy. We got a sense of excellence for the kids. We got everything going. And then Don Valley Stadium gets demolished. And so all of a sudden it's like, right, we go full time. We get in a position where we could go full time. And then all of a sudden the funding for the excellence gets pulled. It is heartbreaking to see what has gone through Sheffield Eagles in the last 22 years. I mean, everybody remembers the story that I said about what happened with the merger, what I was told. I just came back from Wales. I'd been working in Wales for 4 months. I'd just resigned as the kit man in April. So I was in Wales for 4 months. I come back and got a phone call from my friend Jason Davidson, who's now at Leeds Rhinos, and saying, could you do the year experience till the end of September? And I said, yeah, no problem. Let me go. Let's go. So I did that and went in, and all of a sudden, I just decided that, and then the week of the last week of September was when it all started to happen. And there was rumors and everything. And then suddenly, I think I went upstairs and Mike Turner had left and he'd gone to join, I think it was Bristol, as commercial manager. So nobody had replaced Michael, which is a shame because Mike Turner was an amazing commercial manager for Sheffield Eagles. Amazing. What he did for the club and everything with the LG sponsorship and Deano and the famous Deano cars and all the things like that. It was magical times for the less of the 90s. So we had, so all of a sudden I think the person who told me was Ralph Rimmer. It said, this is happening. There is rumors, and I'm just going to tell you because you deserve to know face to face that Sheffield Eagles, we are merging with Huddersfield Giants. It's going to be announced by the end of, we're sorting it out and everything. And I said, is it a 50-50 merger? And he said, no, it's 74.6% takeover by Huddersfield Giants. We will own 24%. Evening, Andrew. I hope you are well. We had that. And then all of a sudden, with everything that came on after that as well, I said, well, what's happening? And then he told me the plan of like having so many games in Huddersfield. And the plan was to have 4 games at Bramall Lane, not Don Valley Stadium. Don Valley Stadium was dead. Don Valley Stadium was going to be a white elephant. It was never going to be used again for rugby league. That was it. It was done. So then Ralph said about it, and he goes, we're going to have 4 games in Sheffield. And I said, well, that's not really fair to all the Eagles fans. And from that moment on, I knew where the writing was on the wall. I had all my jerseys then because they were famous from 1984 to 1999. And everything. So, and here's another wonderful, wonderful person I know very, very well. Here he is. She's Mrs. Sheffield Eagles. I will always call her Mrs. Sheffield Eagles because there's no one else that can come close to her. Hello, Katie. Hello. Yeah, there's a button at the bottom. She's working it out. I think I'll have to put instructions on everything like that when they're doing with the motor. You can see cogs going in the brain now. There we go. Evening.
All right. Sorry, I've been spinning, so this is what I look like, and that's what you get.
Well, it's great. I've got my teeth in this time. I remember I didn't have my teeth in last time, so I've got my teeth in now.
Oh, good. Thank God.
How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right. Love, are you?
Are you excited?
Oh, beyond excited. I have to keep pinching myself every time I think about it.
How many times have you cried at that video?
Oh, it's honestly, I were a gibbering wreck. He posted it about what time was it?
I think it was Sunday, wasn't it? It was Sunday last week.
About 5 to midnight, and I've been drinking. So anyway, we're in summer house, and Alan had gone to the bar, aka fridge, and he come back with some drinks, and I was sobbing like a baby, and he's going, what's up? And I couldn't talk. And he's going, what's the matter? Somebody died? And I couldn't talk. Yeah. And I went, just like that look at picture. And he's like, oh, for God's sake. Well, actually, floored me down with that, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So I understand Mark's not very happy with you.
Yeah, but I do love Mark. He knows I love him. I can't help it if Thackeray's just amazing.
Yeah.
And he is amazing, honestly. In my own, 35 years of watching Eagles, he's the best player I've seen wear an Eagles shirt. I know
not Thackeray.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know it's a bold statement,
It's
but
do you know, when you said that the greatest, it was you that started it all with this debate, because you said Anthony Thacker, in my opinion, is the greatest player that's ever played for Sheffield Eagles. And all of a sudden, me and Mark Webster went, oh, this will be a good one for the show. This will be this is a great one. And it just went from there. So what makes him so good?
I've never seen anybody read the game as well as him. And he's literally everywhere on the pitch. It's like, I can't believe 1 minute he's on one wing, next minute he's on other. And he's just an amazing player. I love watching him. I mean, don't get me wrong, he may have had one bad game. But
I might let you touch his jersey. I might bring his jersey up so you can wear it for 1 minute.
Oh, he's amazing. Honestly, I keep telling him, I keep saying, Thacker, you've surely got another year in you.
To be honest, as much as it hurts.
Do you see the stats, Dean?
Yes.
And he's as fast as, some of the young ones. So surely that's a sign.
Yeah. But wouldn't you rather he went out at the top of his game and or finish with an injury, and an injury would force him out? Let him go out at the top of his game and everybody remembering this season.
No, the top of his game will be next season.
Okay. I love the positivity you always say, I love it to bits. Right. 9 years of how many homes, how many miles, how many false dawns, how many things. It's like I said, you could write it'd be the biggest bestseller in the world, this book. I
don't think any other club would be here today with what we've gone through.
No.
I mean, we're barely here now, and our fan base has dropped dramatically. And there's obviously a reason for that, who wants to travel to every game away to watch the team, and it's totally understandable. But now it's time to start building back in it.
Yeah. I call it the rebirth. It's like a 1984 rebirth. It's like, okay, it's a brand new club, brand new stadium. Yeah, okay, we've played there, but then we had portable toilets and everything else there, and the portable stand. That stand has got to be the longest portable temporary stand in the history of rugby league, I think.
Yeah, probably.
But it looks great. I mean, I put a post up and I said, "Where's the badge on the side of the stadium?" And somebody went, "No badge is going to be put on that stadium." And I went, "Why?" It was all the artist impressions and everything. So this gentleman was like, "No, there's going to be no badge." And I'm like, "They better be. I want someone that says Sheffield Eagles on playing on that stadium. I want something that says it."
I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't have the say, do we, on what's on that stadium and what isn't? So
Mark Hannigan says, yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Good.
Mark, hiya, Mark. Hiya. I think let's go with you, because literally now we can do this and do it properly. KTP, 35 years of watching Sheffield Eagles. You've been there, promotions, relegations, Challenge Cup final wins, the famous merger, the rebirth.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, the ugly. They're almost gone out of existence in 2016. The demolition of Don Valley in 2013 and the promise of a new stadium that was in the 2 years after that. Because I remember the OLP should have been up 2015 or 2016, if I remember.
I started a petition as soon as they shut Don Valley.
Yeah.
And took that to the council and sat with them quite a few times. I can't say that, I'd like to say that it was positive, but for me it wasn't. I mean, I know that they've helped the Eagles, but for me, I don't think they've helped them enough. That's just my opinion. It's not the club's opinion. And then obviously, again, when things weren't going to plan and we were still on the road, I went back with another petition saying that if we did have a stadium built, then they need to make sure that the rent is affordable for us. And that needs to be in writing for whether they choose to have the stadium, to build the stadium. And to be honest, I was fingers crossed it were going to be the other lad that got the stadium, but that wasn't to be, and that's another council decision.
Yeah,
which I didn't agree with. But you know,
Katie, we've just been given some breaking news. Mark Hannigan wants to come on and explain about Monday. Do you want to say about it?
Crack on, get him on.
Yeah, he'll come on. He'll come on this feed. Don't worry about that. He'll come on this. Easy. This is talking the man himself. We are joined. I love it. Eagles chat every day. I must be off my mind.
You'll have a sore throat by the time it comes to match day.
Yeah, it's all right. I do streaming every day, so I get used to talking a lot anyway.
Yeah.
I've got a long night anyway because I've got.
Nice flag though, Deano.
Hey? I've got a long night anyway.
Nice flag though, Deano.
Hey? Nice what flag?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, any design, anything you want, let me know. I'll get him done. You can have anything on a flag. Honestly, he did that for me from design to getting it in my house in 2 days. That was the quickest I've ever known it. Hello, Mr. Hannigan. How are you?
Evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, mate. I'm surprised you've got any hair left, fella.
It's going.
How are you?
We're disappointed, obviously, but we are continuing to do everything we can to resolve the situation. I can't say a whole lot, but I can say it's not us. This is a situation, a safety critical situation being put on us by the SAG, which is the Safety Advisory Group. And it's to do with the stadium in its final stages of being completed.
Do you think it can be resolved then, Mark?
Between Mr. Aston and myself, sleep has been something we've not had much of in the last 36 hours or so. We are doing everything we can to do whatever we can to put this situation right as best we can.
So, because obviously there's only a limited amount of tickets, how many is that?
We haven't had it in writing yet exactly what it's going to be, but we are pretty much at capacity now.
Right.
No. Okay. Are Widnes bringing many then?
I don't know, to be honest. I've not looked at all the figures yet, to be honest. I'm just working on total numbers at the minute as opposed to the breakdowns.
There's no wonder you're losing your hair.
Do you? You can't imagine it, can you? I mean, just when you think, and it's like, and then all of a sudden,
there's another hurdle to get over.
Yeah, I can't stay on this long because obviously I'm sure you can a lot to do. I've got a lot of emails to send and trying to get in touch with people. But I have read the Facebook comments and I appreciate all the support and I respect people's comments as well. It's not where we want to be as a club. It's not our fault. There's nothing we can do about it. But we are trying everything we can to get more tickets available.
Well, Gongan says thank you. Thank you for coming on, mate. I know.
I will put a written thing on the supporters group as well.
All right, mate. Thank you very much for popping in anyway. And I hope you can get some sleep at some point.
No problem. But if anybody wants to message, call, I'm sure the people realise the phone lines are getting a bit mad at the minute. We will get into everybody, talk to everybody. We're not trying to dodge anybody. It's just the amount of calls we're getting at the minute.
Okay, mate. All right. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Anyway, take care. Have a good night's sleep if you can. See you soon. Take care. Take care, mate.
Bye, love.
There you go. Wow. Well,
it's such a shame, isn't it?
It breaks me out. I mean, in a way, I'm happy because I always set this up for something like for supporters to chat about. And then all of a sudden, when you get that coming on, and it's not just anybody, it's like the guys that are running the club. You get Toby on here and everybody do with the club just comes on here and is like, yeah, we want to talk to the fans. And you can't get much breaking than that. So
you can't. It's so good, isn't it? That's why I'm so glad you kept this up.
Well,
it keeps you connected. That's all. It stops you from being disconnected from it all. And there's a lot of that, and a lot of people have gone away from it, haven't they?
The thing that did it with me is doing this is I discovered Zoom. I was on the thing that did me, I wasn't happy doing it on the phone. I thought it sounds rubbish. It looks complete amateurish. So I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. And then all of a sudden, my wife went, well, have you heard of Zoom? And I was, what Zoom? And she showed it and says, it's like Skype, but you've got to pay for it. So I looked how much it is and I thought, well, I can pay that a month. And if I can do an Eagles chat every week and get guests on, pay for it. And then bang, went, and the first person on in the new one, Dan Fowler. So, and that was 2 years ago next month. So in 2 years, it's crazy. Wow. It's I just remember when I was just getting everybody on and just saying, tell us about your stories, tell us about your Eagles and everything like that. And it was just amazing.
And players as well. It's great, isn't it?
Johnny Lawless, Matt Crowther, Gary Edrington and Kath and everybody.
I know, how good is that?
I think the best one was when we got Bill Gardner and doing it through Facebook Messenger onto this and doing it through this microphone. It was brilliant that day. But it's everybody we've had on. I would love to get as many people on this as possible. I really, really would.
How's it been this week? Has it been good, you shows? Have you had anybody else on?
We've had Mark on. We had Richard from the Heritage Project yesterday. Right. Dan's on Friday. I'm trying to find somebody for tomorrow. Otherwise, it's me again. But no, I think it's doing all right. I mean,
what about Tasha? Have you asked Tasha?
I think Tasha's a little bit too busy at the moment. I think the office people have earned a little rest or something, because, like you said, look, we looked at just Mark just then. He looks out on his feet and everything like that, and so they're trying their best and everything like that. So you can't ask for any more. I can't believe another club that'd be so honest as what Mark H and Mark A and Natasha and everybody else is doing for it. It's just wonderful.
It's very family orientated, isn't it?
Always has been, hasn't it? It's been the one thing we've always had. It's a family. Even when we did the famous season when we went to every away game, when it was an every away game, getting on the buses at 9 a.m, or going to Doncaster or going to Salford or anything like that. And we all got on that bus and we all went. My favourite away game always will be Cass after we lost. We beat Widnes at Bramall Lane and we went to Castleford the following week and we took 1,000 fans to Cass.
Well, that when it flooded?
No, this was like a few years before it flooded. Because when it flooded, that was the day that Princess Diana died. That was end of '97 season.
Right, because we went back to our car, me and my dad, and it were up to Arch on car, his car.
I remember Linton Stott telling me afterwards, he says, we just started downpour when they were playing. He says at half time, every single one of the players jumped in the showers to warm up because they were getting hypothermia.
Yeah. It was torrential, weren't it? And I remember it going downhill.
I've never been so drunk in my life. I think that was the last major time No, it wasn't the last major time I was drunk at an Eagles game. No, I know the last time I was May the 2nd, 98.
I tell you what though, Dean, I don't drink at matches because I drive. So I don't drink. The only matches that I would drink at is like when it's been Blackpool Bash or Wembley or things like that. But I'm gonna have a drink on Monday.
You and me both. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the free drink is. I think at the end of the day, I mean, over the last 9 years, there's been, I think, if anybody knows how many grounds it's been, it's you. There's been Olent Stadium, Bowtree Road, Doncaster Knights, Doncaster Rugby League, Wakefield.
Well, recently Featherstone, Chesterfield, Saltergate.
Chesterfield, yeah. Oh God, yeah, Saltergate.
Old Saltergate, that were old ground, weren't it?
Dear me, remember that day when they had to walk around with a megaphone to do the announcements because the PA system broke and they did to let the game go on. Peter Sefton, God bless him, South Yorkshire transport guy, he ran around the whole side of the pitch with a megaphone and he was doing the announcements through a megaphone just so the game could go on. It's things like that that remember. And
was that like top of an hill, Saltergate? I feel like it were.
No, it weren't on the top of the hill. It was in the bang in the middle of Chesterfield. I remember that because, like, you got from my train station, it took you about a 10-minute walk to get to the ground. But it's bang. We used to be bang in the middle of Chesterfield. It's not there.
That's a blast from the past, isn't it? Can you remember that time when we were going to watch? I forget what team it were, but we ended up at Watersheddings because it got cancelled.
Yeah.
And then when they were all looking at us, it's like, why are you
lot here? I remember that doing Doncaster versus Batley when Doncaster got promoted. There was a bus full of Eagles fans and we all went. and we went to support Donny, and we're watching it, and we were all and we loved it, and especially when Doncaster scored in the last 5 minutes to win, and then they got promoted at First Division, and every single Batley fan, and they goes, "What the heck's?" And we're all there in Sheffield Eagles gears and everything like that, and we're going, "What are they all doing here?" So, well, we'll come and support Doncaster.
Yeah.
The Batley will never change.
Did you go to the Super League game in France?
No, I didn't.
I did. That were an experience, that.
That is a long story that was I blame on an ex-girlfriend, let's put it that way.
Oh, shame on her.
Hence ex.
Yeah, exactly.
But
that was such a great day. Honestly, it was brilliant that day.
It's when you say about when all the history of the Eagles. I mean, we was there at the first Super League game.
Jane were on Sky Sports, you know. We
Yeah.
were on the advert for Sky Sports. They stopped us coming out of Don Valley and asked us to jump in air and say Sky Sports. And we were on because I didn't have Sky then because I couldn't afford it. Well, I worked at my mum and dad's, to be fair. And a friend who I worked with said, "You were on Sky, you were on advert." So I have no idea what it looked like.
If anybody's on the most iconic picture of Sheffield Eagles as a supporter, it's you. Because I'll always say it's the one on the bus when it's got Sheffield Eagles, a 5D tog scarf, and it went, have rugby club will travel.
Yeah.
That scarf picture is more iconic than anything else to do with this club. Because it was just there, and you just took it, and it was just like, look, you were so proud. You've always been so proud of being an Eagles fan.
What it were, Dean, he got on bus to take pictures, and I went, "Take one of me." And he ended up taking that, and obviously the rest is history. That was going to a away match, weren't we? I can't remember when.
Yeah, I think
that was when we were on the road again,
and
we didn't have an home ground.
Gee, what a surprise!
We spent more time on the road than all else.
I remember getting the announcement that we're going to play at Don Valley. And it's the same as Don Valley, because you remember it. Remember first game at Don Valley? What happened? There was no turnstiles. So half of the crowd got in for free.
Yeah.
Do you remember? It's just exactly the same. Why we should be surprised? It's something happened. Dave Topless going mad at Wakefield Trinity because the tannoy was going into their dressing room. And he couldn't do a team talk because they were going at number 1, Sheffield Eagles, and all this. And they were doing all the announcements and were coming into the dressing rooms. There were loads of problems that night with Don Valley.
Was that day when a streaker ran on pitch?
No, that was Oldham Stadium, Silk Club versus Oldham. Her name was Dawn.
Just you to know her name.
Who do you think she gave a coat to? Me and Jason were stood there, and I'm about 19. Jason must have been about 14, 15.
We're exactly the same age, so I was 19.
Yeah, and we're stood there, and all of a sudden this woman went, "Here, take this." Grabs the coat. I looked, and she went, "Pow!" And I went, "What?" And Jason's going, I went, "What?"
Did he not want to rest to the ground?
And the best of it is when she walked up to the Oldham trainer, and he's got his hands full with all stuff, and she's completely naked, and he's putting his head's going up in the air, going, and then on the Monday, because we were doing the schools, I was saying to Tubby and Darryl and all the rest of them, I went, "Did you get a look, boys?" And they went, "At the what?" I said, "Did you see it, streaker?" And he went, "Oh, we heard about it." He said, "But we all went, no, we've got to be professional, I went, "Yeah, right, whatever." But I mean, no other club has gone through what we did. We won a grand final without a home, because 2013 Don Valley was being demolished, and we went back to back. I can't see another club ever doing that.
The team that we have now are very similar to the back-to-back team. Their attitude on the pitch is just a joy to watch, because when they make that tackle, when they get somebody out into touch, they're all like going up to each other, and they're celebrating those little wins. And when you see that, you know that they've got a good bond. You know that's. I mean, last season I mean, all them lads that played for us last season were great kids, but they just lost it. They'd lost it, and I don't know why, but it had gone away from them. And every game, you just knew that they were going to lose. And every game when they did start to lose, you knew then they were going to lose heavily because their heads went down. Whereas this team, you know, as soon as they, like, if we do go behind, they're thinking of ways to get back in front. They're not dwelling on it. And like last season, if let's say we'd gone down 18 points, they'd stop trying. Like this season, they're always trying to, you know, win that game. It's a joy to watch, and you don't mind paying your money when, I mean, I'll just go anyway.
Yeah.
But can you remember the season after we were at Wembley? And it were absolutely horrendous. And I think I've rarely walked away from a game, but I think I remember walking away from a few games that season following.
99 or 99.
Yeah. We were awful.
Yeah, I was a kit man for the first few months, and
So it shows you how things can change, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Suddenly,
what I put that down to, there was an announcement, and I will always say this, and Toby might back me up on this.
round.
No, it weren't. There was an announcement at the end of August, September, that Sheffield Eagles was putting Paul Broadbent on the transfer list.
Ah, right.
And Paul Broadbent was leaving the Eagles, which something that we never thought would happen.
Yeah.
That was worse to me than Dowell leaving the club, because I didn't expect, when Dowell sat me down and explained why he was going, and I could get it, but I could never understand why Paul was leaving. I could never do it. And then
really, when he left for a short time.
Yeah. But he could have, I watched a video with him mentioning about that with Featherstone on with Maurice Lindsay. When I for some crazy reason, I've typed in Maurice Lindsay on YouTube, and then this debate came up, and it was like the announcement of Super League. Bruce Maguire was on there, all these people from Featherstone, Keighley, and everything. And at the end of it, Maurice Lindsay mentions the fact that Featherstone paid for the check for Mark Aston, and it bounced. And I'm like, Toby has to get on everything, doesn't it? It's like, but I'll send you the link because it's amazing. Bruce Maguire with straight back hair and ponytail. Yeah. I think it must have been just before he went back to Australia. Nick Grimaldi was on there, being the players' representative. I was like, I think the only person at Sheffield Eagles weren't on there were Gary and everything else, but it was all about the birth of Super League and the mergers and things like that. Because it was just crazy to think that when we look back at all that, I mean, with Beans.
Well, you know the merger.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember that, and I was with my dad at the time, and we were, I can't remember where we were. We were at a away game, and they were all chatting to us about it. And I remember crying because I thought, they're not my team now. My team's gone. You know, I'd made this, I had this brass plaque made for me dad, which said Sheffield Eagles on it, and he chucked it in bin because he were like, oh, that's it, we're done. And then obviously Tubby came along, didn't he? Oh, thank God he did.
He rang me up.
Yeah.
Evening, Mr. Webster. If you want to join in, please do. Click on that link. I think when Tubby when he was announcing he was going to do it, and Brian and Angela and Ian Annis and all them folks are saying, we're going to do this again. And I remember Tubby ringing me up and saying, I need your jerseys. And I went, what? He says, I need you to bring all your jerseys. And I went, why? He went, we're going to pick the colours for the club tonight. And I went, is it still going to be called Eagles? Yes, we're still calling it Eagles. We've just got the name back from Huddersfield. So and everything. And I remember taking all my shirts down and going, right, yeah, we want the swoop, we want the white with the swooping eagle, and we want the other one like that. So I went, right, there we go, we've got it. And things like that. And Mr. Webster's joining me. Look at
the first match were Chorley away, weren't it?
Yeah, Chorley. Yeah.
And didn't Tubby lose his teeth in that game?
Yeah, two front two, yeah.
Yeah. But when I can remember we won that game, and when they came off, it was as if they'd won at Wembley.
Yeah.
You know, because it were like we've got his team back.
Good evening, Mr. Webster.
Good evening. Are we on about the Lancashire Lynx game by any chance?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh, Happy days. Yes, Tubby lost. I think it was 2 teeth he lost in that one.
Yeah.
And we had to bring down a kit because we didn't have a kit of his own. Oh yeah, happy memories there.
Yeah, because I was saying we cheered them up as if we won at Wembley, didn't we?
Yeah, I remember it. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
A bit confusing because we didn't know anyone. We didn't know any players apart from Tubbs, and I
No,
think there
we
were
didn't.
Michael Jackson who
We
played
didn't.
for us before. I think that were it.
But to be honest, a lot of players this year, it took a while to get to know them because we've got all new players once again, haven't we?
Yeah.
Always the way when they have a big turnover, but
It needed it though, didn't it?
There were no social media or real websites back then, so you only got to know people from going at games or seeing them in programs. So
What year were it?
99 when we got back in.
End of 99, start of 2000, we did that one.
Yeah, we used to go to Hillsborough Arena every week, weren't it? You used to go to Hillsborough Arena every week because you used to announce new signings at these little meetings, and he used to say like Jamie Summerall and Lee Bettison and all these guys that were coming and joining the club.
Well, I remember him having. Did you go to that meeting when he had that meeting at Deano to discuss with the fans if they still wanted a team?
Yeah.
Did you go to that?
Oh yeah.
There were loads.
Harry.
He won a medal at Sports Day today.
Oh, congratulations, my man! Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Great best effort. I don't think they've won anything outright, but they got like best effort, and he got a medal and everything. I'll put a picture on. He went on the Twitter earlier, so I'll put one on. We're just coming on, Deano, to ask: have you got a ticket, mate? Do you get something sorted out?
I'm going to get something sorted out at some point. Don't worry about it. I will get it done. Don't worry. I will.
Well, I think there'll be more tickets on sale. I think we've just had a. We've just had a thing about.
We've just had Mark on. We've just had Mark on. We've just had Mark. Mark's been on about it.
All right.
He's just said it like, I mean, Katie can back this. He just said him and Tubby have hardly slept for the last 36 hours. This has been
the best to try and resolve this issue.
Yeah. So it's the best thing we can do. So
yeah,
it's best. Yeah. I will be there no matter what. I will be there. I swear to God, but I will be there. I'll get there somehow. If
Are you
Yes, I am. Yeah, my wife goes to Tenerife tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, does she?
I'm gonna shoot off to do the bedtime. I just thought I'd drop in and make sure you're all right and ticket and everything. So
I will.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Kate. No worries, and I'll catch up with you. Catch you at weekend.
And take care, mate. Tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah. See, you come on, Kate, and everybody comes on as well. Look at this.
They all come on interrupting me.
I know. How popular are you? I think. When you look back at all the years and everything, I mean, the Deano night when you said, "Do you want a club?" and we all went, "Yeah."
There were a load of us there, weren't they?
Yeah, and I think there was a few of us with his Wembley jerseys on. We got Wembley jerseys off the players, and we're like, look what we got. But it's to some people, it's a rugby league club. To some people, it's a family. To 3 people, it's everything. It's everything to them.
It's everything to me. I mean, it's so good to support a side, and rugby league's the best sport in the world. So it's just a massive part of my life. I mean, I've watched Eagles longer than I've known Alan. It's just, it's something that's in my blood. I can't. The thought of not having him, it proper stressed me out, all this
2016 was
but right from the 2013 when they said we're gonna have no ground. The stress levels, I know they said they were going to build a ground. We didn't know how long it was going to take, and it's took a lot longer than we all thought.
I never thought we'd go back to Oldham Stadium when we did. I thought Oldham Stadium was never ever gonna. I couldn't believe it. They would accept it as a rugby league ground again, but it is what it is.
That's theatre, isn't it, itself? Because, why would it be when they kicked us out of it? It's theatre that we got in there. We played that season there. And then when that season ended, it all started again, all the stress levels.
Yeah.
Because then we didn't know where we were going to be the following season. And I can't, hand on my heart, believe how Tubby has dealt with it, because And Liam, you know, obviously back then Liam had a lot to do with it all, and everybody else really that's been involved with the club. I can't even imagine how stressful it's been for him.
Yeah.
Because I'm just stressed as a fan.
Yeah, I mean, because us as fans, it's just like, oh my God, how can we do this now? For them poor buggers that work in the office,
They're going to work it out.
You can't imagine what they went through yesterday. I mean, if Mark's just been saying about for the last 36 hours, they've been trying to sort them out. Can you imagine it? You work in the office and there's a phone call and all of a sudden it's like, bang. That, by the way, I know you've been looking forward to this for a few months and everything's been in place, but we're going to put this into you about 6 days before the event. And like, what? And I thought the worst when I saw, I mean, it's like I said earlier, I thought the worst when I saw it, that club statement. And when he said club statement, I went, oh, no, not the stadium.
Well, I didn't see it. I honestly didn't see the statements because what it were is I'm trying to get as many people to go as possible. Yeah. So a friend of mine, I've got a few friends going. One of them's a Widnes fan, actually. So we were always going. He works in Sheffield. He works at the last job that I worked at. Yeah. And then there's the two lads, but the Widnes fan and the other lad, I think hopefully have bought the tickets already. But the other one, and I said to him yesterday, sent him a link to get ticket and everything. And then he messaged me today and said, I won't be able to go. They've sold out. I was like, what are you on about? Right. So anyway, that's when I saw the statement. And I didn't see it before that.
I just, well, it is what it is. I'm not going to dwell on it. We can't change it, everything like that. I mean, I can't.
Well, let's
I mean, it's Wednesday. There's a couple of days. Let's see what can be done.
Yeah.
Because they've moved mountains. They've moved mountains and motors, done everything what people asked. We've had the stadium put back twice because it was February, then it was April, now it's May. Yeah. So it's always been put back. And surely that somebody, I mean, it is what it is. It's just...
we expected that with stadium, though. I expected it. I didn't want it to happen, but I expected it because, you know, that's what happens, don't it, with new builds? They tend to go on longer than... I mean, 99% of the time, a new build will go on longer than the deadline, won't they?
So, Jesse's just put a wonderful message. Look at this. Love how the Eagles fans are a family. My Tony would love seeing you all so excited and emotional for next week. Oh, Jesse, thank you for that. Thank you. It's nice the fact that Toby and everybody is going to acknowledge the fact of all the people that's not here and they've passed away throughout the years.
Lovely,
that's amazing. Because I mean, I know
there's
people
quite a lot, ain't there, as well? Yeah. Quite a lot of people have passed away, haven't they?
Yeah.
And they're not even old people, a lot of young people.
I think I look at other people that's gone, and there's like John Henderson and Scud and all these other wonderful people, and Scud and himself, Ian Annis. I mean, the people have got to know the contribution of what that gentleman did for Sheffield Eagles from the 90s all the way up to everything. Somebody has to say, like, look, without Ian Annis, I'll put it straight. Without Ian Annis, there won't be a stadium because he was one of the people that's announced that there's going to be an Olympic Legacy Park for Sheffield Eagles. We're going to have this for Rugby League. He was one of the main people that got the National Lottery grant for Hillsborough Hawks at the old Hillsborough running track. That turns into what it is now, Hillsborough Arena.
It's such a shame that he's not going to be here.
The work that Ian did for Rugby League in Sheffield, it's second to none.
Yeah.
It's second to none, whatever it is. I mean, there's Ian, the relationship that we used to have with Hillsborough Hawks or Junior Eagles, whatever it was then, and Sheffield Eagles was second to none. It was so tight and close. And the people that involved in it became so powerful and so well respected in Rugby League and everything. Somebody that said to Ian Annis 20 odd years ago, well, by the way, here's what happens to Sheffield Eagles over the next 20 odd years. And you'd go. And if you just write it down in front of you and just go, right, you could go back in time and say to yourself, right, 1999, 1998, we've just won the cup. This is what's going to happen to the Eagles over the next 25 years. And you write it down in front of yourself and you go, no way does that club have survived. No way does that club survive.
It should be a movie, shouldn't it? It should be a movie.
It should be a book. There should be a book about from 99 to now. It should be everybody, like, get all the players involved. I mean, here's a question for you. How is QLT playing like he is from like 10, 11 years ago?
I don't know. I honestly, do you know what? And he doesn't look any different either. He still looks the same age. Honestly.
Is he still doing his sweet shop in Sheffield? Because remember him doing the deliveries on
He
that.
was doing that. I don't know if he's doing it anymore. I'm not sure. He did start that, didn't he? Like delivering sweets, weren't he?
Yeah. Anything to survive. Anything to survive. It was superb.
Yeah. I bumped into Missy when we played at Donny recently, and I bumped into Missy and Menzie. Missy's broke his arm.
Oh.
He broke his arm in playing for Donny. I didn't even know he was playing.
Yeah, he's still playing with Doncaster, yeah.
Because he's old and all, isn't he?
40. He's 40 now. Yeah.
He's old for a rugby league player, isn't he?
He's not quite Jeff Grayson yet, because Jeff Grayson was about 46, 47 when he backed up playing.
It always reminds me of Stanley G. Stanley G always looked about 50, didn't he? Yeah.
QRT stopped doing the sweets. Cheers, Alistair. Thank you for that.
Right.
I was all set to get an order in on Monday. I was all set to see, I wonder if we'll do an order.
Did you say he stopped?
Yeah, he said, Alistair just said he stopped doing the sweets. I think I mean, you remember it more than anyone what's happened. It's just, if anybody's going to put you there, you've been there no matter what. No matter where it's been, no matter where you're going, you've been that person. You've been one of the few that said, look, I'll go wherever Eagles play, everything like that. 98 Wembley.
You know what gets me there a lot of the time? Obviously, I want to go and watch it, but the young lads that are, obviously Billy's my son, and he's friends with all the young supporters.
Yeah.
And I take them a lot of the time, and it's just great being amongst them, and they absolutely love this club.
They're the future. They're the future of this.
Yeah, and they go to every game, home and away. I mean, obviously they're all away, but you know, but they absolutely, if you listen to them, they love this club, and it's those people we need. You know, for the future of the Eagles, we need these young kids to come and watch the game. And I know that they've got a lot of friends at uni in Sheffield that are going to come along, and I've already come to a few games this season, to be fair. So hopefully, you know, they'll build the support up, and that's what we need, don't we now?
Yeah. Jane Christopher says, "What about me?"
Oh yeah, Jane's there, I know, yeah.
Oh, I think we'll look back in some of the craziest sponsorships as well. I think we always have to laugh at that. Oh, we got sponsorship. I don't think I've ever known of a rugby league team that would take on Skoda cars at the height of the Skoda joke phenomenon, and have people like Darryl Powell and Mark Aston refusing hands down to even get behind the wheel of a Skoda. The famous Deano cars, and everybody was driving these massive chunks of the right-angled cars of all time. There was no rounded edges on it, really. It was just all right-angled cars. But they out of that Sheffield Eagles badge on the back and everything.
Didn't you get sponsored by LG Electrics as well?
Yeah, the famous electronic, when it gave everybody a big widescreen telly for winning the final, and it took 3 of them to a lifting. Great fun. Absolutely great fun.
GM, what were other than GM Summit?
Oh.
And because we used to sing that song, "You Won't Get Me Out of Part of the Union."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah.
What were it? GM?
Union. Union Pro people. Yeah.
GUM
or something like that.
Valley, didn't we?
Yeah. And I think one of the best of things we remember for me is like when we used to have Hallam FM during the pre-match, and then all of a sudden we got rid of them and got Galaxy FM, who didn't have a clue about rugby league or anything like that. And they're going, well, you're going, come get Hallam FM back. And Mike Turner going, I've made a right boo-boo up here, haven't I? I went, yeah. I said, why have you got Galaxy FM and you haven't got a clue? GMB was the union, according to our chat room. Thanks, Alistair,
GMB.
Jane, and Mitch.
Yes.
Yeah, GMB, yeah, union.
Yeah.
So I think the sponsorships have been legend. I think I had to do an event once where I had to go to Asda. Another one of Mike Turner's great ones. He said to me in one week, he said, I need you to take home the outfit. And I says, why? He says, we need you to be Freddie at Asda at Chapeltown. I went,
Oh, God.
on a Saturday. And I went, why? And he says, we need you to promote Henderson's Relish.
No way.
I went, what? And he says, there's gonna be loads of Henderson's Relish, and they want Freddie the Eagle to pass out these free samples. And I went, and what do I get? He says, don't worry, it'll all be taken care of.
You get
I went to Chapeltown the next day, did 6 hours dressed up as Freddie the Eagle, handed out all these Henderson's Relish and got on my bus, went back home. Monday morning, 10:30, remember it, knocked on the door. Hello, we've got a delivery here for Dean Mitchell from Henderson's Relish. And I went, yeah, what is it? He says, we've got 2 years supply of Henderson's Relish for you. And about 150 bottles of Henderson's Relish was outside my door. I've never been so happy to having 4 brothers and 2 sisters in my life. It was like, does anybody want any Henderson's Relish around here? And I was just piles and piles of Henderson's Relish. Oh, it was brilliant. It's just, them stories just legendary.
Well, we used to, me and our Jane used to go and try and give tickets away.
Yeah, she's just saying they gave tickets away in the Saturday in the co-op in town.
Yeah, back then, yeah. I mean, sometimes they wouldn't even take tickets that we were giving away sometimes. Yeah. And it was because it's hard work in a city with so many sports. It's very hard work to get people into rugby league. And when you think of how long we've been going, there are still people today that do not know we exist. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's understandable because we've got no money to be able to advertise. But that's something that we've got to start doing now.
Do you think the World Cup will help? I think the World Cup end of this year.
I do, and I'm hoping so. I mean, when we were back-to-back champions, a lot of that support were Blades and Owls, you know, that wanted to come when their season's over, then come and watch ours. So I'm hoping, you know, fingers crossed. It can only be a positive thing, can't it?
Yeah. I think it's a new dawn next week. It's another chapter of the another dawn of Sheffield Eagles life journey. It doesn't matter how many's going to be there. There's going to be people. There's going to be chanting Eagles all night long.
Yeah.
And there's a stadium there. It's nothing around that pitch. There's nothing temporary about it. It's proper toilets. It's like Mark said on Monday. There's a masseur room. There's a physio room. There's a changing room. He's got everything there for himself now. It's proper. It looks amazing when you walk through it. There's a video on LinkedIn.
One thing that I'm going to be like more butterflies than anything is we need to win that game.
Yeah.
Of all the games we've played all season, this is the game we need to win.
And we've got ex-Eagles guys coming back because we've got Aaron and there's Oliver and Fozzie.
Yeah.
There's all them lads. So in a way, I'm glad that it's not the London game, it's the first one, because we've got ex-Eagles lads that's playing with Widnes that have been here through all the things in the last 9 years. Yeah. So they can experience the new stadium just as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
So I'm glad in a way that
Oliver is such, they all are fantastic. I love them all. I mean, for me, losing Ollie were the biggest wrench for me because I just felt like he lived and breathed Sheffield Eagles. So we're really gutted. But you're always gutted when good players go, aren't you?
Yeah.
But it's the name of the game, isn't it? Yeah. I remember when Dom went and I were heartbroken because I'd lost Dom and it was like, oh God, as if Dom's gone. Yeah. But yeah, they come and go, don't they? And it's just something that you have to deal with.
I couldn't imagine the Eagles without Davil. That was the one that did. That was the first major wrench of my life when Davil left. And
because he won at first signings, weren't he?
Yeah, he was Mr. Sheffield Eagles. He was the first of everything. First one to play Great Britain, Yorkshire, first signing, first Great Britain. Oh, everything was the first. Was Davil? It was him.
I tell you what, as well, back then, Daryl used to be quite happy. He used to have a laugh with you. He used to.
I swear, if I ever get him on this show, because I know I'm going to try and get him at the end of the season. I'm not bothering him at the moment because it's too stressful. But I'm going to try for the off season. I swear, when I get him on, the first thing I'm going to say is, Katie Pete says, "Why don't you smile?"
We always have a joke at our house.
But Tubby said it Monday. He said it's because he's in Lancashire. That's what's up with him. That's why he's not smiling. He's in Lancashire now.
Every time he's on at the TV, we have a joke at our house, and we go, "A Daryl who does not look happy."
Yeah. So, I like him when he does that. He does arms out, going, "What?
Yeah.
What's going on?" Always does that.
He gets really stressed, doesn't he, and blames everybody else.
I'll give him his due. When I got diagnosed with my cancer in 2014, Jason, it was Leeds v Cass at Challenge Cup final at Wembley. And Jason rang me up and he says, "Can you see us on telly?" And they're interviewing this guy on grandstand, and Jason's behind him waving. He's waving at the screen, and I went, "Yeah, I can see." He goes, "Yeah, hold on a minute. There's somebody that wants to talk to you." And Dowell came on and he goes, "Nan in sunshine, are you all right?" And I went, "Yeah." And both of them went, "Woo!" And they were waving at the camera, and I bawled. I was in tears, laughing my head off. I went, "Trust you two." About half an hour before the Challenge Cup final, both sides, and you're doing that. And he went, "Wow." I told him that you had got that, so we said, "Let's find a camera that's on telly and let's see if Deano can see us." And
that's really nice, though, isn't it? It's lovely.
It's brilliant. It makes me heart go. It bounces a million times better. Yeah, I would have never got. I always said that I worked for Sheffield Wednesday. I worked for Sheffield Wednesday for 4 months, and I got the sack, and that's my fault, and everything like that. I never felt part of the club.
Yeah.
The day after I got sacked at Sheffield Wednesday, I rang the Eagles up and said, "Can I come back and do some coaching?" And Jace went, yeah, no problem. And within 10 minutes of me walking back to the Eagles, it was the first time I'd walked back in a year, I was felt more welcome in them 10 minutes than I'd ever felt at Sheffield Wednesday. And I knew I'd made the biggest mistake in going to work Wednesday. I should have stayed at the Eagles.
Yeah.
And I always said that.
But you live and learn, don't you? We are a family, Deano. We are absolutely a community.
Yeah. Whether it be walking through Don Valley, I said it on Monday, yesterday, walking through Don Valley 4 days after the Challenge Cup final and seeing Rocky Turner and going, "How the hell did you put that ball down over the try line?" And he went, "Well, I got Mr. Tickle Arms, haven't I?" And I'm like, genius. But there's been a million of characters. There's been a million folks. There's been a million supporters, but there's only one of you. And it's a million, and it's the way that you've stood up for the Eagles through thick and thin. You'll shout up at you when you've gone to Lee, whether it's been Lee, Warrington, Featherstone, Hull, Kingston Rovers, every ground in the world where they've got the most boisterous and the most fans that are less than humane. Let's put it that word. Jane Christopher, thank God. But you've been everywhere. You've followed the Eagles through thick, thin, snow, rain, everything. And I'm
gonna do it forever.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's actually crazy to think that Mitch Stringer, legend, is our Katie.
Oh, Batman.
But what I'm gonna do with it, what's prediction for Monday? What's your score prediction?
I can't. Don't talk to me about it. I can't do it. I can't do it, and I'm not doing it.
More importantly, what jersey are you wearing?
Do you know the old Whip Red Away, the white shirt that had got black and red bands?
Yeah.
Wearing that.
I have to get one that I ain't got, haven't you?
I love that. I love that shirt. Haven't you got it?
No. My version of that got given to the club when I gave all the jerseys to the club.
Well, I had the home one as well. It was, I remember my dad bought me that for Christmas. And then when kids started to come, when they were really little, me and our Jane had them shirts cut down so that they fit the kids. So obviously they've gone now, So the actual home one, I don't have anymore.
Yeah. Well, I've got too many, so I'll have to. I ain't got a clue. I think I'll come up with one. I'll wear me hoodie that's too big. Dude, them sizes this year.
I know. It's like a onesie.
God, I bought an extra large, my normal size, and it comes past me hips. It's all the way down here, and I'm like, what's going on here? I might get another one. Yeah, I might get another one. They're only a tenner. I might just give them and say, you get only a tenner, get it in. But
they're all right though, aren't they, when you think of that amount? I mean, I'm glad I didn't pay full price because anyway, we're not going to that, but they're all right, aren't they?
Somebody did.
Yeah, did you?
I paid I was a special price for polo shirt and hoodie. I think I paid 45 quid, and then a week later they put it down to a tenner. I'm like, I don't believe it. But,
Alan, come here. That's not the shirt I'm wearing. This is my white shirt that he's brought this time. Look at this one. He's just brought that down.
Oh, nice. I've got that one there. I've got dowels there. I've got dowels over there.
Well, funnily enough, this shirt, I've got an old, car thing, so you can hang it in your car.
Yeah.
And it's in a shirt, and that's got Whitbread across it.
Yeah.
And
30 years, that shirt.
I've had it for over 30 years, and it's still in my car.
Yeah. The craziest souvenirs we've had them all. We've had a ball that only said one F in Sheffield. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. God bless the souvenir shops we used to have and everybody that works in them.
And that bloke used to stand outside Don Valley selling them badges, didn't he, them pins?
Yeah, I think somebody's trying to still sell some Sheffield Eagles badges on free. In fact, that's what I've got to bring up on Monday. I've got a load of badges if anybody wants them.
Wait a minute.
I've got some badges I want to get rid of because I don't collect badges. So
I've got this, and I don't know how old this is, but it's just in my kitchen. I've got that.
Oh, that's damn. That's middle 90s. That one. That's got to be early middle 90s. That one.
Yeah, I don't collect them myself. It's just that I find.
I've got all the kit ones. I've got the little Heineken kit ones. I've got all them.
Yeah,
I've got the purple, the green, and the red
ones, aren't they? They're the plastic ones. Yeah.
Yeah, but tonight has been awesome. I'm so glad you've come on and just telling me what it means to you and everything for next week.
It means everything. Honestly, it means everything to me. Oh wait, Deano, I've got this and all. I have Eagles things lying about everywhere, and I've probably got Mitch Stringer's signature in here.
Brilliant.
I bet I have, all. Because here, look, if you look, I wrote down who signed it on it.
Gary J.
Oh,
Dear me. Dear God.
That was Craig Brown, that.
That Craig Brown, I thought it looked like Gary J.
Well,
That's what my eyes are like.
This is Mitch Stringer.
Mitch Stringer. Oh, go to the yeah. It's.
Did you see it?
Yeah. How big is it? My God, look how thick it is.
Yeah, that's Mitch's. I've even got Freddie.
With me, I didn't sign it.
I've got you. I swear down, I've got Freddie in it.
But wouldn't have been me.
He wouldn't.
No.
Oh no, Kiddie, look.
Yeah, Kiddie.
You see that?
Yeah, Kiddie, love you. No, somebody's everybody knows me with Freddie and things like that, and diving over the boards, all because of the people that were doing it.
Can I tell you something of why you were called Freddie? Do you know why we called you Freddie?
No.
Right, so one particular game, and it must have been when you were first come out, in that mascot, and we were shouting Eddie. We were going Eddie, Eddie, and the Tannoy man thought we were saying Freddie.
Freddie, yeah.
So you ended up being called Freddie the Eagle.
Yeah, and then it got the biggest argument of how it was spelt. Was it spelt with a Y or was it spelt with IE? And it was the biggest argument to this day. It was always IE.
Yeah.
I always signed it as IE and everything. I mean, I must have been assaulted about 9 or 10 times by kids at Don Valley Stadium because they didn't understand that there was somebody actually in that outfit and they punched him in the nose. And every time they punched him in the nose, my neck jolted back. So I must have been assaulted about at least a dozen times by the children of Sheffield. So
don't say that because whoever's taking up the next one, they're going to get that abuse as well.
No, they're not, because they'll keep away from the kids. All they're going to do. The kids are the worst. Just keep away. Just stick to the home fans. That's it. That's the best way. Stick to the home fans. Don't go to the away ones because they'll just come along and murder you, especially with Edison.
Oh God, honestly, some of the kids when we go to away games are bloody awful.
Oh, I think
Right, listen,
I've got to go. I've got to go
Yeah.
because literally I've got a job to do with my wife before she goes away for a holiday. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, mate. Thanks for doing this tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure.
You're
And
welcome.
thanks to everybody that's come on the show tonight, Mark, for explaining things. And we hope everything gets sorted for once for everything.
Yeah.
about it. I will see you Monday. I promise
Yeah.
you, I will see you Monday. All
I'll
right?
see you for a pint, pal.
Absolutely. You take care of yourself. Take care, everybody. Good night. God
See you
bless.
later.
We'll see you tomorrow for another Eagles chat. Who knows who'll be on? Everybody's welcome. Take care, guys. Good night. God bless. Bye-bye.